Well, hello friends, welcome back, or if you're joining us for the first time, welcome to the channel. In today's video, we are going to take a look at the newly released spring patterns for Simplicity. So this is the 2025 spring collection for Simplicity Patterns, and we are going to take a look at this collection and see what it offers. So many of you know I don't buy costume patterns or children's patterns very often, so I'm not going to give my commentary on those. I'll leave those out, but we will take a look at the dress patterns for men and women, and also like unisex patterns as well. And I will give you my commentary on those, as well as share with you some designer inspo and what we can do to either elevate these patterns or to add our own take on these patterns. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. So this first pattern is the Simplicity S3098. It is a misses dress pattern with sleeve and length variations that can be purchased in PDF or paper. And we are looking at sizes 6 to 14 and 16 to 24 for us for our size range. And the description states that we have a button front dress that have a gathered skirt with side seam pockets. Dress A has a pointed collar and short sleeves with a band. Views B and C dresses have no collar, so it's collarless. And you have long sleeves, and you have an elastic at the wrist for your views B and C. And here is the line art here. Now, this does look very, very similar to the Butterick pattern that was released, I believe. If it wasn't last summer, it was probably the summer before last. And also a Simplicity pattern that Mimi G released, I think maybe a year, maybe 2 years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And also I think McCall's pattern. So we do have quite a few patterns. And if I can remember the names or the pattern number of those patterns, I can put them here, so that way you can see the resemblance, and you can probably save yourself some money, and keep the pattern that you have if you already have that pattern. But it does look very, very similar to quite a few patterns that we've already had. I will say that the bodice of this one, we do have several sections, and so I don't think that that Mimi G pattern has like multiple sections for your bodice. As well as the McCall's and the Butterick pattern. So that may be the only difference with this. If you're looking for the silhouette and more so like the drape of the dress instead of like the actual different features, like the seams and things of that nature, you might do well to just keep the pattern that you have. Or even if you don't have that pattern, you might want to try the Mimi G pattern or the Butterick pattern if you don't want the seams in your bodice there. So just a thought, and I'll put some inspiration pictures here of what you can actually do. This does offer for a lot of creativity. You can do print matching. You can do different matching with different types of solid pieces as well. And so I think that this is a really nice pattern in that regards, because you can definitely get creative and do print matching and all kinds of things of that nature, or even do like mix matching with different prints. And so I think that also is very fun for something like this. But again, definitely similar to some of the things that we've already seen. And so for that reason, I won't be purchasing it. I still have the Mimi G pattern that I need to get to, and also I think I have a copy of that Butterick pattern as well. I may even have the McCall's pattern as well. So not going to be purchasing this one. Next, we have a Mimi G pattern. This is the Simplicity 3064, so S3064. It is a bodycon knit dress in two different lengths that can be purchased in PDF or paper, and we're looking at sizes 10 to 18 and 20W to 28W. The description states that we have a close fit knit dress pattern in short or long floor length. You also have a racer back tank. You have a built-in shelf bra, and self-binding around the neckline and armholes. And this is rated as easy, and this is what it looks like. Now, I will say at first glance, it does look quite basic, but I do love that we have like the built-in shelf bra. We also have like a racer back tank. Some bodycon dresses don't have like some of these features that you see here. You also have like the armhole. It looks like the armhole is going to have like a band around it. So I really do like that as well. So it is very simple, but I think that there are some details that some people will probably appreciate. When I saw this, I thought about there's a bodycon dress on Saks and Fifth that is actually quite pricey, that is very similar to this, and I'll put it up here so you can see what it looks like. But yeah, this is very simple and easy. I love these types of dresses because they can actually be worn underneath of, say for instance, if you want to wear like a button up shirt dress or something like that in the winter month, but you want something to go underneath of it. This is really great for like layering, if you want to put a cardigan over top of it or a sweater or anything like that. And then in the summer, if you want to go sleeveless, you can definitely go sleeveless. So I do like these types of garments for that reason. But again, we have something similar like this from Mimi G. She does have one that is not sleeveless. If you're looking for one that has sleeves on it, she has a bodycon dress. I think she released it last year, and I'll put that here if I can find it, so you can see what it looks like. So she does have similar things like this, and they're very easy to sew. And if you're looking for something that's easy to sew, I would definitely say go with something like this. So here we see the mini version of it, and it is in this beautiful dark pink or magenta color, which is very, very cute. Absolutely love it. Now, green, I will say I'm a little bit biased. I'm not a fan of Kelly green so much. I made one Kelly green garment and I have yet to wear it. It's just not one of my favorite colors, but absolutely stunning on her. And that red lipstick just makes it look just even better. Absolutely gorgeous. Love this. It's a gorgeous little easy, very, very easy to sew pattern here. Next, let's take a look at the Simplicity S3101. So this is a Mrs. shirt with a detachable 3D floral detail around the shoulder there. And they do have a sew along for how you can actually make that detachable 3D flower to put on your shirt there. So we could purchase this in PDF or paper, and the size range that we are looking for is 8 to 16 and 18 to 26. And this is a loose fitting button down shirt that has a pointed collar, neckband, long sleeves with button cuffs and a shaped hem. It can be worn with or without the 3D fabric flowers. And it says basically you can see how to make this by following this video here. So you do have the video instructions for it. It is rated as average. And yeah, I think that the video will be really helpful in showing you how to make these lovely, lovely flowers. And here is the line art. And as you can see, you just have your basic button-up shirt that has a back yoke. You have some pleats on the lower edge of the sleeve with a cuff and some buttons on the sleeve. And you have that beautiful shirt tail hem and buttons going down the center front. It doesn't look like you have a button band, but you do have buttons going down the center front of the top there. In terms of inspiration, I did see a kind of something that's similar to this. It is by New York and Company. It's called the Striped Rosetta shirt, and so it's very similar. This is a style that is trending, like having these detachable flowers on the top of the shoulder there. But you all know what I'm going to say, because I am an inverted triangle shape. I like to take things away from the top and make silhouettes that actually have like the eye gaze more at my waistline than the top of my body because I'm so broad at the top. So for me personally, I would not be putting any flowers or any type of details like on the top of my body unless I have a gathered sleeve head or something like that that can accommodate for my broad shoulders and also my big biceps. So if I have like a larger sleeve, that can be hidden in that larger sleeve and you won't really see it as much. That's just a personal preference for me. I just don't like to have too much detail on the top. And so for me personally, I would not be getting this style, but I do love it. Let's see how the model is wearing it. Here we have this gorgeous model sporting this pattern here. I absolutely love it. I love it. I do. But again, it's not something that I would personally do myself. The Simplicity S3071 is a unisex pattern by Mimi G that can be purchased in both PDF and paper in the sizes extra small to 2XL. And the description reads that we have an oversized lined blazer that has a double breast with a drop shoulder, shoulder pads, two-piece sleeve, side seam pockets, and hanging loops at the back. And it is rated as average, and this is what it looks like. Now, I will say for a line jacket, this is probably going to be one of your easier patterns. You don't have all of the extra details like pocket welts or notch collar or, you know, all of that stuff, cuffs. You don't have all of that. And so this is definitely going to be one of your easier patterns for a double-breasted jacket pattern. And so for that reason, I am all here for it and I absolutely love it. For me personally, I don't like double-breasted jackets because, again, because I'm an inverted triangle, I just don't think that they look that great on me. However, I do think that this is a really nice, simple jacket to wear. Let's go ahead and see how Norris and Mimi is sporting these. So here we have Mimi G in this beautiful oversized blazer, and it looks like it's like a mini checkered pattern here or some type of houndstooth there. So very small dog tooth print there. Absolutely love it. I love the way that she's sporting it. She actually has it open with the cami on and some jeans, which is more of like a semi kind of casual look, which I absolutely love. And then we have Norris. He also is styled in a pair of denim jeans and also a tee. Absolutely love it. Again, it's going to be one of your easier patterns, especially for Mimi G. I think I would even say like this would be like for advanced beginners because it definitely you definitely can sew this without having the worry of, you know, the extra details like the pockets and also like the welt pockets and the notch collar and those types of details there. So not a bad pattern. Absolutely love it. So this pattern here, the Simplicity S3108, is one of my favorite out of the collection. Now, it might not seem like, you know, a very great pattern at the when you look at it, but trust me, I have seen so many different styles and designer pieces that are out there that's trending with this style that is absolutely stunning. And so depending on your fabric choice and your styling and how you accessorize your outfit is going to make a difference, and it will make it look fantastic if you choose the right accessories and fabric. So let's go ahead and let's see what this pattern has to offer, and I'll give you more of my commentary. This is a Mrs. Vest skirt and pants by the Sewing Guild. We can purchase this in the PDF or paper format, and we're looking at sizes 6 to 14 and 16 to 24 for our size range. And the description states that we have a semi-fitted unlined vest. The sewing pattern has princess seams, front button opening, and flaps. We also have a flared gored skirt that has stitched hem. We also have for views B and C a contoured waistband, an invisible side zipper, and stitched hems. For the wide leg pants, we We have a fitted pair of pants through the hip, and we have side front pockets, and it is rated as average. Now here is the line art, but I also want to pay particular attention to a few of the designer pieces that I have found. So let's first take a look at this fitted waistcoat with accent buttons. So this actually retails for $95. And so I think we can definitely make this and recreate this under $50. So buttons are quite expensive these days, especially if you want to get buttons that are really, really nice and have really great embellishment. So I would say you probably would pay anywhere from $10 to $15 on a really great set of buttons, maybe even 25 or something like that for your buttons. And then for your fabric, depending on what kind of fabric you go with, if you're looking for anything like a designery type fabric and you can catch a sale, I would say you can get 1 to 2 yards of fabric, maybe for 25 or $30. And I think you definitely can sew this. Now, you don't need a lining, so that wouldn't be an additional cost for you because it is unlined. But I think we can definitely sew this under $50. Let's take a look at another one. This one retails for $2,250, and this is called the Bailey Top by Anna Kwan. Sorry, Anna Kwan. And I think this one also is really nice, and I think would complement the style here. So I think these types of styles are very trendy, and it's also very, very chic. I love the cinched waistline, so I really like that. So even though you have kind of like this squared off shoulder, you do have a cinched waist and it flares out at the hip, and so it is going to give you a little bit more of a snatched look if that's what you're going for, especially if you're someone like me who has that inverted triangle shape. So absolutely, absolutely love this. You can also wear a top underneath of it if you're concerned about the weather, or if you just don't like sleeveless garments like myself. You can definitely wear a long sleeve top or a short sleeve top underneath of it, like a knitted fitted top, and I think that that would actually be really great. So here's a little bit of a close up. It looks like she's wearing a boucle type fabric of some sort. Yeah, I like this, and I think I'm going to get this. I absolutely like it. Now, the skirt, it says that it's a gorge skirt, but I'm thinking that you just have like those panels. I don't think that it's like one of those gorge skirts that you have to put like a million pieces together to get like this flare, which is one of the things that I don't really like. So this reminds me of that Mimi G pattern that I sold last summer in a jean. I sold a couple of variations of it, but my favorite one was the jean denim one that I made. And so if it is, I would not be getting this pattern specifically for the skirt, because I love that Mimi G skirt pattern, which I think is very similar to this one. But I definitely would like to get it for the pants and also for the top. So I absolutely love it. I love the way that it looks. It looks very modest, very simple, very chic, and I think it's absolutely stunning, and I definitely would want to create something like this for 2025. This pattern here, the Simplicity S3066, is a special occasion gown. And so during this time, we know the high school students usually have like some kind of homecoming or prom or something like that. And so they always come out with these special occasion gowns during this time. We're looking at, for this pattern, purchasing this in either the PDF or paper in sizes 8 to 16 or 18 to 26. And the description reads that we have a long lined gown that's close fitting through the bodice with a deep V neckline with sheer insets. We also have a bow detail and invisible back zipper. The skirt has gathers and released pleats at the waist and a side seam pocket. And we also have, for view A, we have a contrast bodice there. So here is the line art here. This would definitely be really good in like taffeta type fabrics and things of that nature. Your organza, specialty type fabrics, I think would be very, very gorgeous with this. Now, I don't have any one specific designer that I want to share with you, or any type of designs that's one specific design, but I have seen like so many different dresses that's very, very similar to this, especially with like that deep V neckline for the front and the back with that little tiny bow detail. That seems to be like one of the things that's trending. I think you can also make this in other fabrics other than special occasion fabrics. I think it would be so cute in any type of structured fabric, really. This next pattern, the Simplicity S3096, is a misses and women's dress with length and sleeve variations that can be purchased both in PDF or paper in sizes 10 to 18 and 20W to 28W. We have a fit and flare dress pattern that have a surspliced V-neck with gathers at the skirt. We have side pockets, narrow hem, and invisible back zipper closure. We also have a drop shoulder for views A and B, and bubble sleeves and self ties with self ties inserted into the back darts there. We also have for view D, we have a dress with sleeveless armholes with finish bias tape. There's a lot going on here. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite style. I'll put some inspiration pictures here, some designer inspiration pictures here. The first is the Gabriella Plunge midi dress in the color Spearmint Blue, and it retails for $270. Now, the midriff is very similar, and the neckline as well. You do have a few small minor details that are a little bit different. I don't know, like the Spearmint Blue dress by and this color here that I'm sharing with you, it just looks a little bit more pleasing to the eye. They also have one in a black color as well, which is also really fun. They have a few different colors, but the two that I've seen that I really like the most is the black and the Spearmint Blue color. And I think those two look really great. I think the fabric choice for the model here for the Simplicity pattern doesn't do it justice. I think that they have her in like a cotton type fabric, and I don't like that. I also have seen a dress that's very similar on the Anthropologie website as well. Now, again, that bodice is a little bit different, but if I were to be looking for a pattern that's similar to this, I think I would like something more along the lines of this Anthropologie instead of this design here. So here we see the model here, and again, it looks like she's in like a cotton poplin or some type of cotton, and it's just not, I don't think, I think a more special occasion type fabric, maybe even a rayon challis or something a little bit more fancier would actually look better with this. I'm not feeling the cotton fabric with this. Maybe a cotton sateen, something that has a little bit more shine, maybe. I don't know. You all let me know in the comment section below. We have the Simplicity S3099. This is a pattern that can be purchased in PDF or paper. We have sizes 4 to 12 and 12 to, let's see, 12 to 20. And we have a Mrs. and Miss Petite dress pattern in two different lengths with a detachable 3D flower. And again, they share with you how to actually make this spiral rose flower here on a YouTube video. We have a one shoulder dress pattern with a detachable flower. It's close fitting and it's also lined. You have an invisible side seam back, or a side seam zipper. You also can wear the dress with or without the flower. View B has a left side slit, and again, you can watch how to make that by looking at the YouTube video. And this is how it looks. This is also a very special occasion dress for like prom and also homecoming as well. Um, I think that this is something that's going to be, again, for a lot of high school students that are wearing these types of things these days. Um, I've seen some dresses trending like this, but again, this isn't for me. So, not something that I would be wearing. The Simplicity S3103 is a Mrs. Top pattern with sleeve variations. We do have PDF and paper for our format choices. And for size selection, we can choose the 4 to 12 and 14 to 22. We have a fitted funnel neck top sewing pattern with an invisible back zipper. View A is cut on the bias, and views A and B have a decorative button detail. We also have for view C long sleeves with a button cuff and a continuous lap opening, and this is the line art here. Now, at first glance, I was like, probably not for me, but after seeing some of the designer type things that's out there, garments that's out there, I thought, I could probably wear something like this. So one of the designer pieces that I have seen that has changed my mind is this piece here. It's the Perkins neck short sleeve sweater by Mango. And when I first looked at the model here on Simplicity, I wasn't really thinking about making this in a sweater type fabric. But I think this would absolutely be gorgeous in a sweater type fabric or a ponte fabric or, any type of fabric like that, which would be so, so, so beautiful. You also have like that additional, like that sleeve length that you can add to it with the cuff and continuous lap as well. And so if you don't want like a short sleeve, you can definitely do that. And the model, they have her in the shorter sleeve. I do like that button detail that's on the sleeve there. And that's something else that I like. And that open mock turtleneck, because it looks as though like the neck of the garment is not actually touching her neckline. And so I do love tops like that have like a high neckline but don't touch the neck, because I don't really like turtlenecks all that much. I'll wear them sometimes, but I don't always like them. So I do like this, and I think it would be so, so gorgeous in like a black or maybe even a cream color, a blue. I think it would be so gorgeous. And I love this model. She's very, very beautiful. The Simplicity S3104. We have another pattern that has a detachable 3D flower. So this is a wrap skirt with a detachable 3D flower that can be purchased in PDF or paper. And we have for our size range 8 to 16 and 18 to 26. And they do share with you how you can actually make that detachable flower there. And here's the line art. The wrap skirt itself, I would definitely make. I love the asymmetrical hem. I'm not too crazy about the fringe around the hem on view A and B. I probably would omit the fringe, and so I probably would make like a version of view C. I love the button detail for the wrap instead of the tie. But again, that detachable flower thing, that wouldn't be something that I would actually sew myself. But let's see how the model is wearing this. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's gorgeous on her. Absolutely stunning. Love it. But me personally, I don't like fringe garments, simply because like they don't usually hold up very long for me. Anyway, that is the Simplicity S3104. Let's take a look at the Simplicity S3097. So this is a missus dress with lengthened sleeve variations. We can get it in PDF or paper, and we can choose 8 to 16 and 18 to 26 for our size range. This is a fit and flare dress sewing pattern that has a V neckline, side seam pockets, and a center back zipper closure. Views A and B have short fold back sleeves and angled flap detail applied to top of the pocket. And view C has it's sleeveless. So this is the line art here. And I do have a few inspiration pictures here that I can actually share with you that I think is very, very fun. And as you can see, it is basically spot on. So I think they probably got this inspiration from this designer here. It's absolutely spot on. So this designer, it's I believe it's either Me and M or MENM. I don't know exactly the designer, but it is the image that you're seeing here is the tailored flare midi dress. Absolutely gorgeous. Love, love, love it. Let's see how the model is styling this. So blue is my favorite color. So I absolutely love how they have presented her here. I think it's an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous dress there. A lot of panels to put together, but it's very, very gorgeous. This pattern here, the Simplicity S3100, seems to be a special occasion dress and slip that is absolutely trending. Like I've seen this on Saks and Fifth. I've seen it on My Teresa and List, and it seems to be one that actually is trending this year. The pattern itself you can purchase in PDF or paper, and you can choose the sizes 8 to 16 and 18 to 26. We have an unlined sleeveless dress that has a stand-up collar extending into tie ends. We also have a front neckline gathers. We also have bias armhole facings and slit opening at the back of the neck. It's close fitting, unlined, and you have a slip that has an invisible side seam zipper closure. And this is what all of that looks like, and the line art detail here. And as I mentioned before, we do have quite a few different things that are trending, and I'll put a gown here that is very popular, and it's on My Teresa also List, and I believe also Saks and Fifth. And I'll put a couple of versions of that dress here that has been trending this year here, this early spring. So, me personally, I do like it, but sheer garments, like sheer fabrics, I like to make things that are practical that's going to actually hold up over time. And I've never really had any success with sheer garments. Like, if I want to make something for a one time special event, like an occasion or something like that, then I would make something like this. But personally, I just don't like making things that is kind of like a one time project. So anyway, those are my thoughts for that. And here is how the model is sporting it. I think it will be a really great, lovely Valentine's Day dress, especially I'm thinking of a printed fabric that has maybe cherries on it, or a printed fabric that has red and black or white and black, or even just dots or something like that. I think would be really, really cute. Um, I do like the plain red as well. I think it's okay. Something like that would be really cute as well. I think a recreation like that definitely screams Valentine's Day or special occasion for me. Let's take a look at Simplicity S3074, which is a Mrs. Petite jacket, shorts, and pants. So we can purchase this in PDF and paper. And we're looking at sizes 8 to 16 and 18 to 26. And we have a fitted line cardigan style jacket with self-bias fringe. We also have a front hook and eye closure, shoulder pads, long two-piece sleeves. We have bust darts and patch pockets. We also have a fitted wide leg pair of pants or shorts that have a contoured waistband, and the waistband also have like a button closure. We also have a zipper fly and self-bias fringe. So I do like this. I'm going to share with you some of the designer pieces that I have actually seen. The green is not doing it for me. I hate to be that brutally honest, but that green is just not doing it for me. But take a look at this embellished boucle jacket and short that I have actually found. This set I think is $3,260, but there's also one by Self Portrait as well, which is a jacket and short set, but the jacket is $630 only, the jacket. So I think this is going to be maybe like a $1,000 or $1,500 set if you purchase it as the set. But that's neither here nor there because like we're sewing this, right? We're sewing this. So yeah, I just think that the fabric really, really, really makes a difference in a lot of these. I'm not like this green here, this lime green is just not doing it for me. It's not something that I would choose. It's just not a good choice for me in my opinion. But it definitely is a good set, and I think it screams spring and also early summer. And so absolutely love that styling, but not the color, not the color. So this jacket pattern here and pants set, this is the Simplicity S3073. I absolutely love the features of this jacket here. Let me tell you what we have before I give you my commentary. We have, we could choose the format PDF or paper, and our size range is 10 to 18 and 20W to 28W. We have a fitted line jacket that has a notch collar, extended shoulder pads, two-piece, slightly flared sleeves, and princess seams. We also have a wide leg pants that's semi-fitted through the hip. We have side front pockets as well as a zipper fly and belt loops. And this is what the line art looks like. Now look at that jacket. I love that. I absolutely love that. I think this would definitely look good in like a black and a white, kind of like giving off like a yin and yang type vibe, especially because the buttons like are there in the center where the arch is and the separation of the different panels there. I think it would definitely give like this yin and yang look that would be absolutely stunning, just stunning, 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 especially in a black and white. That's just my mind. Now, I did not see any designer inspiration that triggered that idea. That was just something that I thought about. When I look at the front of that jacket there, for whatever reason, I see kind of like this yin and yang type thing. But I definitely think that we can do something like that. Here's the model wearing it. But again, I feel like fabric choice is key. I feel like they could have selected a different fabric and also maybe even buttons. I get it that they have a budget for these types of things, but the fabric is just not doing it for me. It's just not doing it for me. Okay, so the Simplicity S3067, this vest top, it seems to be something that's trending a lot. Vests were trending last year, and it seems as though we are going full throttle into 2025 with vest patterns again. So we can purchase this one in PDF and paper, and we also have the sizes 6 to 14 and 16 to 24 as our options. This is a vest style top pattern that has a button front closure and lining. View B has a contrast on the sides. You also have for views C and D, a halter style with a notch lapel collar and a scallop shawl collar. For view B, you have contrasts on the side, and you also have for views A and B and C top stitching details, and you can get separate pattern pieces. You will get separate pattern pieces in your envelope for A, B, C, and D cup sizes. So I love that we have those cup sizes there. Now, if you look at the back here, for all views, we have, well, not all views, I'm sorry, for views C and D, you have this wrap around the neck style. Now, the inspiration that I saw was basically the same, this wrap around the neck style. And this is the Babaton leading vest, and I'll put it here so you can see what it looks like. Now views A and B, if you don't like the wraparound dress or the wraparound neck style, then you can definitely make views A and B, which that would be something that I would do myself. But you do have again views C and D that have that wrap around the neck style and the open back on the lower or the top of the back there. So you do have those different options for this. So this is how the model is wearing it. And as you can see, you have all that beautiful top stitching detail. And yeah, I would consider purchasing this. I would, because I like the cup sizes that you get with this, which is going to be a little bit more accurate to your size and also to the contour of your bust. This pattern here, the Simplicity S3065, it's basically your average shirt dress, but you do have a few features on it that'll make it a little bit different than your average shirt dress. You can definitely purchase this in PDF or paper. And then we're looking at the sizes 10 to 18, 20W to 28W, and 30W to 38W. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to take a look at this one, because you do have those extended sizes. And I love when patterns have those extended sizes here. Let's take a look at the art illustration here. So as you can see, we have a back yoke. We have a forward shoulder. We have a two-part sleeve. We have a button band that we're going to be putting buttons down the center front. We also have a belt tie that we're going to make. We do have pockets on the front of view A and B for your breast pockets and also lower pockets. And then for view C, as you can see, we have more of a dolman style here, and it is also shorter. So view A is going to be your longer midi dress, and then view B is probably going to be like more of a knee length, and then this is probably going to be more like your mini here. So I do like the styling of these. I did see quite a few of different takes out there. I love this Veronica Beard Evelyn belted long denim shirt dress. I think the Veronica Beard dress is absolutely stunning. I would love to create something similar to this Veronica Beard. You do have so many different shirt dresses out there that you definitely can actually sew that would be very, very similar to these here. And I think this one here would be more summer friendly. This pattern here, the Simplicity S3107, the top portion of it looks kind of similar to the Karen Millen faux leather tailored bomber Mac jacket. And also there's another jacket pattern. It's the Jones cropped corduroy jacket by 12th Tribe. So when I saw this, I thought of those two. The barrel pants, again, I'm not a big fan of barrel pants. It's just not, I don't know, but I absolutely love this jacket, even though those two inspirations that I've shown you is not like identical. They're very similar, and you can definitely recreate something similar to this. I love this because it's a little bit different than your average bomber jacket. You do have like that notch collar. You also have elastic around the waistline, but not the entirety of the waistline, and elastic on your wrist. You do have the pocket detail. I absolutely love it. I do. I love it. I think that it is a really great styling, and it would be something that I would consider. I would consider this. You can purchase this in PDF and paper, and we're looking at sizes 8 to 16 and 18 to 26. And this is a double-breasted sewing pattern that has a shoulder flange. You also have front pockets with flaps and elastic at the sleeves and hem. You have crop pants with front pleats, and you also have a waistband with belt loops and a fly front zipper, and you also have a button closure as well. And here is the line art. This pattern here, the Simplicity S3068, is a Mrs. Toppin tunic, and you can get this in PDF or paper, and you can purchase the size extra small to 2XL all in one envelope. We have a Mrs. Toppin tunic that features metal snaps at the side seams. You have a fold down collar, a partial front button placket with snaps. You also have a front patch pocket. You also have pleated sleeves with snaps at the cuffs. View A has a top. The top has a narrow hem, and view C is a tunic that has a contrast collar and placket and cuffs, and it's rated as average. Now, while I didn't see any designs out there that has like this button on the side, I did see this V gold chambray denim blue shirt dress on My Teresa that is absolutely stunning. And I think a recreation of something like that would be absolutely beautiful, beautiful. I'm not crazy about the snaps on the side, but when I made that Vogue top that had the buttons underneath the sleeve, I didn't think that I would actually be crazy about that either, but I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And so I would be willing to give this a try. I definitely would go for buttons instead of snaps. I don't know. We'll have to see. Here's a closer look at that detail there. I think I would go for buttons instead of snaps personally. But yeah, you can get it in different lanes. And I think making this into a dress would be absolutely fantastic and beautiful. Next, we have the Simplicity S3106. And this is a pair of pants, shorts and pants. We can purchase this in PDF or paper. And there's the sizes 6 to 14 and 16 to 24. And we have a pair of wide leg pants and shorts. We have front box pleats, back darts, side pockets, waistband with belt loops, fly front zipper, and button closure. For the pants, we have length and hem variations, and for view A and B we also have a tie belt and also back patch pockets with flaps, and here is the line art for that. Now for this here, I saw a pair of linen shorts on Saks and Fifth that retailed for $106. And I think they're called the Blaze White leg pants or something like that. And I thought that those were very similar to this. I think the way in which you style it is going to make all the difference. And I say that a lot, but it is true. Take a look at this styling here. I think that styling is absolutely gorgeous. I also thought that these resembled several years ago. I want to say like 3 to 4 years ago, maybe even longer than that. Mimi G made a pair of wide leg pants that were very similar to this. It was a sewing pattern. I forget the Simplicity number. It may not be available on the Simplicity site anymore, but I love those pants as well. And so that they were very, very similar to this styling here. I wonder if this is like a recreation of those Mimi G pants. But here is how the model is wearing them. I think they are very spring and summer friendly, and especially those shorts. I would love to recreate something like that. Now, you all know I'm not a big fan of cargo pockets, so I would probably omit the side pockets. Those back pockets are absolutely darling though. And then lastly, let's take a look at this Simplicity S3102, which is an easy to sew pattern. It is a misses shirt with sleeve variations that can be purchased in PDF or paper in sizes 8 to 16 or 18 to 26. And we have a denim button front shirt pattern with a V neckline that has seam details and sleeve variations. View A shirt has a sleeveless armhole finished with bias binding, and view B is a shirt that has short sleeves, and view C has long sleeves with button cuffs, and this is what it looks like. The designs that I am seeing for this style, like we have quite a few out there, but take a look at this Audrey denim top that retails for I think $245 or something like that. And I think that that styling there would absolutely be gorgeous. I've seen so many different tops that are very similar to this, that have all these different seam details, top stitching details, that beautiful V detail at the hem with the asymmetrical front. Absolutely stunning. I love it. I would make this in a long sleeve or even a short sleeve. I think it's very, very fun. The description reads that it is a denim pattern, but I think you can use different fabrics for this. I think your denim and your chambray fabrics is going to be like your most stable fabrics. You do want a non-scratch woven fabric. But I do think that you could probably use heavier fabrics, maybe even like a light leather or a pleather type fabric that would give structure to it. It would probably be really fun as well. So here is a picture of the model. Again, absolutely gorgeous model. I love that top stitching detail. I love the denim color that they chose. Oh, she looks so beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely love this pattern. I will be getting this pattern. I absolutely love it. I don't see the, here we go, the page that gives us the information on suggested fabrics. So we're looking at cotton blends, denim, linen, and twill. So we do have other fabrics that we can actually select from. I think a linen would be really fun, as well as a twill. So there are different fabric choices that you can select. You don't have to use just denim as the description states here. So for me, in terms of what I would purchase from this collection, it would definitely be this pattern here, the Simplicity S3102. And let's go back out. And this pattern here, the Simplicity S3108, is another pattern that I would absolutely love to purchase from this collection. So those two patterns I found to be one that I would love to sew. I think they're very creative and they are spring and summer friendly, and those are the ones that I want to purchase from this collection. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the Simplicity Spring 2025 collection, and if you will be buying any of the patterns from this collection. I can't wait to hear from you all, and I will talk to y'all in the next video. Bye.